Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Brzakala. On the desk with me today, the greatest team partner in the biz, Nick TWOHIG'S. How you doing?
Well, Tim, seeing as you are not on the desk with yourself, that is an incorrect statement. However, I'm happy to be here.
You are so sweet. We are here for another round one match of the Fall Frenzy Team Tournament. This is the last matchup in round number one of the tournament. We've had a ton of great matches in round one. We are now at the point where we are going to find out who is going up against Some Like It Hoth, who won all the way back in match number one. Whoever wins this match today goes on to play them. And we've got a big one. This is Mischief managed, the former team champions, going up against Wookiee Mistake of David and Joe. Nick, how are you feeling about the match?
I'm excited. We haven't seen Mischief in a while. I think they're looking to re-enter, remind everyone who they are. And David and Joe both individually having good singles runs right now. So I think they're looking to show that they can work well as a team.
Yeah, no, like you said, they both got their debut matches won, and I think David even has 2 wins now under his belt. I think I could be crazy, or just the one. No, one. Just one. I'm being told just one. I couldn't remember. My mind is mush. We have a lot of matches going on, but anyway, both of them winning singles matches. Like you said, yes, I think they got a little bit unlucky in their first match, so they also are here to make a name for themselves. But the former team champs, I think they want to be team champs again. Who doesn't, right? So they want to make their way back to that as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into the promos.
All right, so our first match didn't go so smoothly, but, you know, here we are. Things can change. It's the tournament facing the number 1 seeds. Wookiee Mistake is ready. It doesn't matter who you bring at us. We're going to bring our A game.
Absolutely. You know, I'm feeling quite relaxed. You know, it's not often that David and I go into matches as underdogs. I think we're both quite high up there when it comes to ranking. So yeah, I think the pressure's on them.
Yeah, sadly, this is like the relaxing way to play. The only thing we have to do is perform well. Like, if they win, they are supposed to win. If we lose, we are supposed to lose. But we are going to bring our A game. Sorry. English. I'm excited to play them. I have played Thomas never, I think.
Okay.
And it's exciting because I respect Thomas a lot in Geek Realm, and Kaleb is one of the best trivia players I have ever seen. So as I always say, I came to these leagues to try and play the best, and these two are among those. So it's going to be exciting, and yeah, let's hope we prepared enough.
I agree. I came to play the best, and I came to play with the best. I'm already doing one of those things. So let's see Thomas and Kaleb can do what they're supposed to do.
All right, here we go. Back again. Look, last time we played, we were playing to defend our belt against one of the best teams we've ever had to play, and we pushed them to the limit. If anything, we're mad. We're hungry. We want those damn belts back. And it doesn't matter who we're playing. Joe and David say they're the best. How can you be the best when you haven't won yet? Look, this team, 2 knockouts, first 2 matches. You couldn't win your first one. Let's talk about best once you've actually got that W. We're here for wins. We're here for our belts back. You're the unfortunate first casualty.
Yeah, I've in a span of like 8 months, I've won both belts. And then they were both taken away from me by Nick TWOHIG'S, which is like having 2 really hot girlfriends, and then they're both stolen from you by Nick TWOHIG'S. So I want my girlfriends back. I'm gonna get the first one, hopefully at the end of this tournament, hopefully at the end of the year. So yeah, it's the first step on that road. I got my ride or die right here. I'm back where I begun in this league with Boatman. It's a little bit like coming home again.
Anyone who has ever been in a Warzone match knows that's my secret, Wookiee. I'm always hungry.
Manus maketh man, let's play.
Well, Nick.
Yes.
Apparently, you stole a couple of Scully's girlfriends. That was a funny joke. No, those were good promos. I like the confidence on the side of Wookiee Mistake. They're confident. They're ready to go. I like that. And also, clearly, I mean, we didn't even mention the fact in the beginning that, yes, Scully former singles champion as well. So there's a lot of high caliber players here playing today. What do you think of the Provost?
They were good. We chuckling about them for quite a bit. But yeah, no, I'm excited. They both seem ready to be here. So that makes for better play.
All right. Well, guys, we are going to get right into round number 1. It's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If any player gets all 10 questions correct, they will be issued a bonus question. Each team has 3 repeats and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1 of the match?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, Nick, what's question number 1?
Question number 1 is in the category of Jurassic Park. And your question, what is the name of the new dinosaur creation in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
Not to be confused with Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, as we saw oofed earlier in this tournament.
True. It is very confusing, very confusable.
Next weekend is Halloween. How do you feel about that?
Scary.
5. Could be spooky time. 4.
No, scary.
2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Mr. Scully.
The Indoraptor.
And David.
The Indoraptor.
Boatman.
The Indoraptor.
And Joe.
This is going to go well.
Hold it closer to your camera.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
There it is.
I can see it. I can see it.
We'll get it. Right, this is the angle from now on.
Yeah. Indoraptor is correct. Clean sweep on question number 1. All right, guys. Question 2 is in YA dystopia. In the Hunger Games, after Katniss drops the Tracker Jacker nest on the careers, what does she take from Glimmer, who is killed? Have you ever taken something from a dead person?
Let's just say my name hasn't always been Nicholas Twohig.
You are becoming more and more like Boatman every day, and it honestly scares me. 5, 4,
maybe
There are dozens of us.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with David on this one.
I don't remember. Is it a bow?
We'll go over to Boatman.
I also said bow.
And Joe?
Bow and arrow.
Scully.
Her bow.
I think we can accept everyone's next. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
bow and arrows, but bow was one of the things.
I think we can accept everyone. So 4-4 as we get into the next question.
Your next question is in the category of Oscars. Name one of the 2 Star Trek films tied for the most Oscar nominations.
I'm really excited for the 2021 Oscars when Unhinged is nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe gets nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah.
And Trolls World Tour wins Best Picture. It's going to be exciting. 5,
And it's finally allowed in DreamWorks.
2, 1. Pens down. We're to Boatman.
Star Trek the Motion Picture.
And we're over to Joe.
Star Trek 09.
And Scully.
Star Trek 2009.
And David.
Star Trek 2009.
So everyone but Boatman is correct. The answer was either Star Trek 09 or Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
You're good.
So Wookiee Mistake takes a 1-point lead as we get into the next question, which is in the category of Planet of the Apes. Dodge Landon is the full name of a character that appears in which Apes film? You're a big fan of these movies, huh?
Yeah, good. Some of them. Some more than others.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like half of them are pretty bad.
They're at least watchable. Bad. I would say some of them are not one of them. I don't want to say 5.
True.
Sure.
Quick subject change.
2. Peanut butter. Okay.
I stole someone's identity. What?
Pens down. I never said pens down. That's my fault. So let's go to Joe.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Scully.
Planet of the Apes 1968.
And David.
Fuck. I said beneath Planet of the Apes. But
And Boatman.
Planet of the Apes 68.
The correct answer is Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Joe is the only one to hit that one. He gets Wookiee mistake up 7-5 as we get into the next one, which is what, Nick?
The next question, I'm asking all the soon-to-be retired categories today, is in the category of Rocky. In which Rocky film do Rocky and Adrian get married?
You ever going to get married?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a plan.
That's fair. That's fair. What if tomorrow you meet the one?
I'll say, hey, I'm working on my career as a trivia player.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are to Scully.
No, what you say is I'm married to the game, baby. Rocky 2.
And David.
Rocky 2.
Boatman.
It would be a bad idea, and that marriage would be a little rocky too.
And Joe. All right, Rocky 2 is correct. So Mischief cuts into that lead a little bit. It is now 8-7 as we get into Bond, James Bond. Who pushes Bond out of the plane at the start of Moonraker? Moonraker being one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Only made because Star Wars happened.
Fair.
That's true.
At the end of The Spy Who Loved Me, it says Bond will return in For Your Eyes Only, and then they made Moonraker.
3, 2, 1. I've actually never noticed that. That's funny. Pens down. We are to David.
Jaws is a character in those movies, right?
Boatman.
Jaws.
And Joe.
Oh, for goodness. Jaws.
Come on.
And Scully.
Jaws.
Really?
Jaws is correct. Another apparently guess for David. He seems very happy, but yes, Jaws is correct. It is now 10-9 as we get into the next category, which is what?
Your next category is Pixar. And your simple question, who directed Coco?
This movie fucking slaps.
I cried at. Like, I watched it recently and I cried.
Every time I weep at the end. It's so good. It's such a good movie. 5. Coming back to theaters soon. Or by the time that this happened.
1.
It already did. Pens down. All right. I think we're to Boatman.
Lee Unkrich.
And Joe.
Dan Scanlon.
And Scully.
Lee Unkrich.
And David.
No lucky guess this time.
All right, so Mischief takes the lead on that one. It is now 11-10 as we get into the 8th question, which is in DC. What does Bruce do differently on his final attempt to climb out of the pit in The Dark Knight Rises? Do you like this movie?
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, if we're comparing all of Batmandom, top 5.
For you.
Not saying much, but
I love this movie. I really do like this movie a lot. 5.
Yeah, especially when you compare it to like the crap in the 80s and 90s.
1. Pens down. I don't remember where we are. I think we're to Joe.
He better get it there. He doesn't use the rope.
And Scully.
he isn't tied to the rope.
And David?
Climbs without a rope.
And Boatman.
I thought I was going to miss this. He doesn't use rope.
We can accept all those answers. Yes, 13-12 in favor of Mischief as we get into the penultimate.
The penultimate is in the category of DreamWorks. Which Worlds of DC actress voices Chell in The Road to El Dorado?
Not a big fan of this movie.
Really? I think it's fine.
The last time I watched it was like a year ago, and
Fair.
I thought it was meh.
On
The
the
Macaw loved it.
Oh,
The Spanish, that movie is great.
you gotta watch it in the original Spanish.
I
Pens
mean,
down. Scully, we'll start with you.
Rosie Perez.
And David.
Rosie Perez.
And Boat.
And white men can't jump as well. Rosie Perez.
And Joe.
Rosie Perez.
Clean sweep. All right. Everyone's keeping pace as we get into the final question, which is in quotes. Fandom quotes. And the question is, name one of the 2 Star Wars characters who have the following exchange. But Master Yoda said, I should be mindful of the future, not at the expense of the moment.
Are you mindful of the future, Tim?
It depends on the situation. But,
Repeat.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat for Wookiee Mistake. Name one of the 2 Star Wars characters who have the following exchange. But Master Yoda said, I should be mindful of the future, not at the expense of the moment.
Sorry, David, I just want to make sure it was characters, not actors.
All right. I'm looking in the private chat, and earlier Thomas Scully said, bless you. I don't know what that was about. 5.
I would be willing to bet that's someone me.
2, 1. Pens down. Fair enough. All right. We are going to David first.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Boatman.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Joseph.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And Scully.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nobody went for Qui-Gon Jinn, but yes, the answer is either Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that is round 1, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very close game, some back and forth on the lead. Mischief Managed is in the lead 17 to Wookiee Mistakes 16, a high-scoring one, Nicholas.
Indeed.
As we get into round number 2, which is going to work like this. It is the oh-so-lovely wheel round. What we're going to do is we're going to bring up that wheel from wheeldecide.com. The team in the lead, in this case being Mischief Managed, is going to decide whether they want to spin first or second. Once they spin, they can choose to spin again if they don't like what they spin the first time, but they got to keep whatever they spin the second time. 5 questions worth 2 points a piece. You can go to multiple choice, but it devalues it to being worth 1. Guys, look out. It's spooky season. There's stuff going on, and steals are available. All right. Let's bring in Mr. Koho. And guys, the categories on the wheel are as follows. Fandom Oscars, scores and soundtracks, DreamWorks Animation, Star Trek, James Bond, Disney Animation, Star Wars, and MCU. Some would like to go first or second?
We'll go second, I think. Right, guys?
Dude, you got that whiteboard for Tim cutting out.
Oh, yeah. You probably should have the whiteboard ready to go. Okay, so you're going second, Mischief?
Yes.
All right. So we will bring in Mr. Eames. All right. This is going to be the spin for Wookiee Mistake. Lands on Star Wars. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think we know what we're doing with this, David, don't you?
Yep.
We'll keep it.
All right. It literally has Wookiee in the name. So I think they were going to keep it. Why did I take out Joe and not Thomas? I keep doing that recently. All right. Nick, would you like to give the questions to Wookiee Mistake in Star Wars?
Sure. Wookiee Mistake, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Star Wars?
Yep.
All right. Your first question. Where on Tatooine does Luke say Ben Kenobi lives out beyond in A New Hope?
The Dune Sea, isn't it, David?
Yeah.
The Dune Sea, final answer.
Could you say that again?
The Dune Sea.
Okay, that is correct.
Correct.
I thought you said June with a J.
D.
Gotcha. Perfect. Yes, that is 2 points. Your second question. How many years after joining the Imperial Navy does Han meet Beckett and his crew in Solo: A Star Wars Story?
Yeah.
3 years, final answer.
Correct for another 2 points. Your third question. Terrence Stamp appears as Valorum in which Star Wars movie?
It's The Phantom Menace.
Yep.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, final answer.
Correct for another 2 points. Your fourth question. What job does C-3PO have under Jabba's rule in Return of the Jedi?
Interpreter / translator, right?
Well, yeah. So I'd say interpreter, because I think that's what the droid that gives him the job uses.
Okay, interpreter, final answer.
That's correct for another 2 points. And your final question. In how many Star Wars films does the Millennium Falcon appear?
1, so 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9.
Solo, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Now, there is a Corellian Corvette that appears in 3, but it's never specifically mentioned as the Falcon, so I say we stick with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Solo, so that's 7.
3.
Okay.
7, final answer.
That's correct for a clean sweep of Star Wars.
All right. So Wookiee Mistake gets their total up to 26. Mischief now has their turn at the wheel. All right, Mischief, your spin is in. Lands on opponent's choice. So we will bring in Mr. Ian's. And guys, the options that you have to give to Mischief are Fandom Oscars, Scores and Soundtracks, DreamWorks, Star Trek, James Bond, Disney Animation, and MCU.
You guys want to go with what we discussed in the chat?
I mean, out of those,
Yeah.
let's go with that.
Okay. We'll be going with James Bond.
All right. So I will be giving the questions in the category of Bond to Mischief Managed. Okay. All right. Mischief, are you guys ready for your questions in Bond?
Do it.
All right. Your first question. Who has played the character of Q the most times?
Bowman, that's Desmond Llewellyn, right?
Yep.
Desmond Llewellyn, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Which Bond film features a crossbow-wielding woman named Melina Havelock and an Olympic figure skater named BB Doll?
That's For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, that's right.
For Your Eyes Only, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. The giant laser in space that Gustav Graves created in Die Another Day is named after which Greek mythological character?
It's Icarus, I believe.
Icarus, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Which Bond ally is seriously injured and tortured at the beginning of License to Kill?
Felix Leiter.
Final
Felix
answer.
Leiter, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Bond. What object does Bond have that is actually a bomb, which he and Madeline used to escape Blofeld in Spectre?
Oh, it's I think I would need to go multiple, but I'll know when I hear it.
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, a tie pin, B, a cufflink, C, a belt buckle, or D, a watch.
It's a watch, I believe.
Watch, final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of round number 2, we are all tied up with a high-scoring game. It's 26-26. As we get into round number 3, here's how it's going to work. We are going to have the betting round and give a category. Once the category is read, the teams are going to choose who takes the question. Whoever takes the first question can't take the second one. And then they can reset on questions 3 and 4. You can bet 0, 1, or 2 points, and the teams can confer on the 5th and final question of the round should we get there. Are there any questions from the teams as we get into it?
No.
Okay. So we'll bring in there's Thomas Eanes. I lost him for a second. Okay. The first category that you guys will be able to bet points on is scores and soundtracks.
Boat, do you want to take this one?
Do you want me to take it?
Who's better at composers?
I think
Scully's better at composers, but honestly, I'd rather have Scully around.
All right, then you take it and bet what you're comfortable.
How do you feel?
Yeah,
Joe, right?
Yep, I'll take this one.
It is
Right.
around 1 minute, so.
I mean, we discussed. Do you want to try? You got to try Han, Joe?
Yeah, I think Han Solo is probably the best way to go with this one.
Are we good, managers?
Criterion should come up with codes that aren't tacky. All right.
Are we good, managers?
Yeah, we're good.
Yikes. Thomas, you're good as well. Okay. All right. We will get bets starting with Mr. Boatman.
2.
2 points. Okay. And Joe.
2.
All right. Both going big. Your question is, and I am going to try to pronounce this as well as humanly possible.
You got it.
Graham Revell composed the score for which 2003 Marvel film?
You did well.
Good.
Yeah.
I was channeling my inner
Oh, we'll never know what his
inner macaw.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Boatman
Daredevil.
and Joe.
Daredevil.
Both are correct for 2 big points. Nick, what's the next category?
Your next category is Star Trek.
So that is what Scully and David have to take.
You got this. You know it too.
I think I know.
Yeah.
I think Kirk.
Yep.
Oh, that's fitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Remember at the beginning of the season when Koho was supposed to be a face? Okay, are we good, managers?
Heck, the faces still give crap.
We're good?
Heel faction. Yeah.
All right. David, we'll start with you. How many points?
2.
All right, going big again. And Thomas.
2.
All right, we've got a barn burner. All right, Nick, what's the question?
Your question. In which Star Trek film do we see the Vulcan ritual of Faltor Pan?
Pawn, whatever.
Han and Han.
Oh, I hate that one though. I just went and saw Empire in the theater, and I hate the Han. I think he said Han. I hate it. 5, 4, 3.
Okay, they made a whole movie to explain it away.
Heads down. They did. They really did. We're gonna start with David on this one.
Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock.
And Mr. Scully.
Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Both are correct. We stay tied. And Nick, both teams have tied the points record, 30 points. So let's see what happens after that. The points record for the 3-round match, they have tied now. It is 30-30 as we get into the third question in the round, which is in the category of Planet of the Apes.
Which one of you feels better about this? I know you guys are pretty equal on it, so it's going to come down to who do we think can handle
I
this
think
more.
Roman take this one and I take the next one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't feel safe in this. Do I?
That's safe.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we've talked first the last 2 times.
That's fine. It's fine. Just do what you're going to do.
Yeah. That's fair, actually. Joe, I don't know. How do you feel? You got the last one.
Yeah, if based on that, I think it's best that I take it and maybe Snape.
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
Snape. Isn't
Snape.
it that or? Okay, I was gonna say or Chewbacca.
It's Snape or Chewbacca. Easy.
Okay. Whatever you feel.
Are we good, managers?
Yeah. Yeah. We're
Okay.
good.
All right. Boatman, how many points?
0.
And Joe.
2.
All right. Joe is going big. Boatman has bet 0. Let's see what happens. Here's the question. When they are being studied in a zoo at the start of Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Zira tells the humans that she loathes what kind of food? This has been
Scully. Should have been.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's been a great match.
Tis still
5, 4, 3. Records being broken. 2, 1. Pens down. For stats, we will start with Mischief
She hates bananas.
and Joe.
Bananas.
That is correct. So Wookiee Mistake takes a 2-point lead, officially breaking that record with 32 points as we get into the next category that David and Scully have to take. What is it, Nick?
It is Disney live action.
We'll bring in the managers. My bad. I forgot to do that.
How you feeling right now?
I'm gonna go Aladdin.
Aladdin?
It's one question left after this one, right?
Aladdin or Gandalf?
Yeah, Aladdin or Gandalf.
Okay.
You got it. You know what to do.
Aladdin or Gandalf? Interesting. Okay, are we good, managers?
We're good.
All right. Scully, how many points?
2.
And David?
All right. 0.
All right.
Let's get going. Nick, what is the question?
Your question. What position does Goldberg play in the Mighty Ducks?
I've never seen this.
Timothy Brzakala.
I know.
Have you seen
Believe it or
Holes?
not, I have not seen every film that's in Fandom.
Have you seen Holes yet?
No.
Tim!
I know. You told me all of quarantine to watch it, and I never did. 5, 4,
Well,
3,
and
Two.
this movie too.
1. Pens down. For stats, we're going to start with David.
This is like a American football film. Quarterback?
We're going to go over to Scully.
Oh, fuck. I said defenseman.
That is incorrect. The answer is goalie. So with that, we go on to the final question. It is now 28-32, a 4-point game as we go into the final question, which is the category of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care, Joe.
go Aladdin.
Coco or Ron?
Yeah. No, Coco.
Coco?
Joe.
You have to do. You're good. You got it. They're in the lead though. They take question 1 or question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
Oh,
you
right.
guys have to decide which question you want to take. Mischief. I'm sorry, Wookiee.
Question
Which one?
1.
Question 1. Okay. And then let's get bets.
Nil point.
And Mischief?
2.
Okay. So we will get the first question. We'll go, because Wookiee just bet 0, we'll just get the question from Mischief. And the question is for Mischief. Question 2. Who is the second member of the Rogue One crew to die in Rogue One?
Boatman, it's Chirrut.
Final answer.
And your winner, Wookiee Mistake. The answer was Chirrut Enway. Mischief got it right, but because Wookiee bet 0, they win by 2 points. Nick, what a match! Wow,
Crazy match.
yeah, we've had a lot of insane matches in this round 1 of the tournament. You know, Nazario had to play by himself. Now we've had this match. We've just had some crazy matches come down to the wire. This one also coming down to the wire, and Wookiee Mistake pulls it out. Let's get right into post-match. We will start by bringing in the unfortunate second place finishers today. Mischief managed. Guys, not the way we wanted this match to go, I think, for you guys, but how are you guys feeling about that?
They played really good. At the end of the day, we just made the error of who takes Apes and who takes Disney. We flip it, probably still tied or even have the lead going into the final question. But hats off to them. They played a good game, and we'll be back next year. It's fine. We still have. Well, I can say this at the end of the round one. We still have 3 Kingsman teams in this tournament still.
Absolutely.
So we still have 3 more shots at winning this thing. So.
Yeah, you guys still have a bunch of other teams in there. Like you said, 3 other teams in there. So there is time for the Kingsmen to come back in round number 2. Boatman, Scully, guys, you played great. How are you guys feeling about the match?
I haven't seen the Mighty Ducks in a few years, I'm gonna admit. So my first instinct was defenseman. I thought goalie. Decided to stick with my gut. It just didn't work out. So TWOHIG, enjoy my girlfriends because I won't see them until maybe next year.
They speak fondly of you often, sir, because you're a very good gentleman. I will say you guys did tie the previous 3-round points record, so this is certainly no game to hang your head about.
Yeah, not at all. You guys got opponent's choice, took Bond, went 9 for 10. That is a big achievement in and of its own. Boatman, what about you?
I think it's time for the nuclear option. I think some people know what that means. Some people don't. I think this means it's
well, everyone knows what the name nuclear option,
and I'm excited to see how that happen.
I think everyone saw a team called Nuclear Option season 1. I think everyone knows what Nuclear Option is in fact. But yeah, no, maybe we'll figure it out. But we'll all be back next year. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, we'll move over to the winners today. Wookiee, Mistake, and their manager, Thomas. Guys, you beat the former champions. You got that first win on your record there. How are you guys feeling about that?
I think you could see it in our faces when we got to that final question. We worked really hard for this. We were very disappointed by what happened in our last match. We went away. We worked hard, and specifically on Apes. That was one of the things we did work on. I actually enjoyed Escape, so I'm glad that was something I was happy to bet 2 on. David is just a great team partner to have. Always looking at, and Thomas, a great manager, always giving good ideas for strategy. And the strategy for round 3 was it's Mischief managed. We have to bet big, and it paid off for us.
Absolutely.
It happens to me a lot that after a win like this, I get lost of words. I didn't think we were going to win this, but we prepared to do it. Kaleb and Thomas are both incredible players that have shown it in the league. Kaleb, I don't know that much, but Thomas I have trained with and everything. I consider him my friend. It was an honor playing them, and I really hope we can go ahead in this tournament. So being lost of words and trying to speak in your second language is not a great combination, so I'm going to stop talking.
Fair enough.
You did a great job with those capitals as well, David. I saw it, especially from the first answer. Yeah, I mean, and just on a personal thing, I think recently I've been thinking that although I've been doing well and I've been winning a lot of matches, a lot of people have been saying that the people I've been playing haven't necessarily been as highly ranked for me to be considered a highly ranked player. So I'm just glad on a personal level just to get a win against 2 fantastic and top tier competitors.
Absolutely. Thomas, this team now 1-1 is going on to play Some Like It Hoth, a 2-1 team now of Maggie Brzakala and Tyler Butler. So how are you feeling about that? That is actually coming up next week. How are you feeling?
We're just going to take it one match at a time. I mean, we came into this match knowing that we're the 16th seed going against the number 1 seed. That was the big hurdle to get over, and to set the points record. I believe what was the final?
32. Yeah.
I mean, hey, anything can happen.
Absolutely. All right. So with that, congrats on the win. We'll see you guys next week with the next match, which is officially on Halloween. So, Nick.
Yeah.
final thoughts on the match.
Crazy match overall, crazy way to end round one of the tournament. I said it in the preview to the tournament special sort of thing. This is a tournament that could go any which way. If you look at the first round, I believe only Ascendant, Licensed to Chill, and America's Asses were the people ranked in the top 8 to actually move on to the second round. So it's been a tournament of upsets so far, and Wookiee Mistake certainly kept the trend going.
Absolutely. All right. Well, guys, with that, this has been another episode of Fandom Fights. Be sure to come back next week as we start round number 2 of the tournament. Thank you so much to the Kingsman, Mischief Managed, and Criterion Collection and Wookiee Mistake. We will see you guys very soon with the next match. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.